alone, we all alone, we all alone, we all alone.
We're back with episode 5. Just want to give a thanks to all the people that continue to subscribe, continue to download the links for Podbeam and my podcast. So I want to thank you personally for the continued growth that these people keep showing me, and I'm just so thankful for people actually want to not only see my podcast but able want to listen to it as well. So it's a great thing. So continue to show support, man. The grind doesn't stop. It doesn't stop. So I'm gonna continue to keep doing what I love to do, and this is what I love to do. I love to talk about sports. So without further ado, let's step into the first topic, which is, NBA related. Let's just talk about, some of the games, because, it was All-Star weekend. Ain't nobody playing till Thursday. So, let's just talk about some of the games that had occurred, after the All-Star game. So, I know some games that happened on, I think it was that Thursday on the 20th or something like that. I don't know. I didn't watch it, I didn't really pay attention to it. So, the only games I really pay attention to is, of course, when the Lakers play. Because, the Lakers, that's my team. Ding, dong, yeah. And I don't care what nobody says. People like to say, hey, you only like the Lakers because LeBron. That's facts. That's facts. And it's going to continue to be facts. So, the Lakers had to play the Celtics. I think it was this Sunday that just passed. Probably be like a week before, y'all see this. So, they had to play the Celtics. So, word around town is everybody's pretty much saying like, the Celtics, they look crazy good, and that might be the matchup of the NBA Finals. The way the game went, I'm not gonna lie to you. The way the game went, that could definitely most possibility be the matchup at the NBA Finals. Jason Tatum. What more can I say? From an all-star to you put up 41 against the Lakers, and like you had everything in your bag. Like you shooting a three, you hitting the turnaround fadeaways, you get into your spots, you get into the cup, you get into anywhere on the floor where you wanted to be. Like to me, that night, it just showed like the huge jump he made from, season 2 to season 3. This is season 3 for him. Like, and the jump he's made, like, it's crazy. Almost had 41. Could nobody guard him, could nobody check him. He was doing whatever he wanted, whatever he pleased. They still lost, of course. The Lakers won. Because LeBron had a turnaround fadeaway that looked like Kobe with probably like 15 seconds left, something like that. Put him up one. But, people always say LeBron ain't clutch. Those people. But anyways, we're not even going to get into all that. But like I was saying, Tatum, what a monster, man. It's just crazy because, as you continue to watch the NBA, I haven't seen like these young players make these huge jumps so fast like this in the league. Not since, to me, like LeBron. Like LeBron to me was like the only person who made a huge jump as far as like points, production, overall production. From like first year to second year to third year. Like anybody else, it was like a build-up. Like boom, 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 boom. It was a build-up. You got Trae Young. He was averaging like 19 last year. He's averaging like 30. He's averaging 30 points this year. 30 points, 9 assists. In his second year, Luka was averaging 21, the rookie of the year. Now he's averaging like 29. Like, these kids are going from like top prospects to superstar status in 1 year. 1 year. 1 year. Jason Tatum, it took him 2. Mind you, you had Kyrie on your team 1 year. He got hurt. But I think his experience of just getting to play, like, he's turning into a beast. And Jaylen Brown, he's right there behind him. Like, Jason Tatum gets all the feed, but Jaylen Brown, he's right there. Like, he's averaging still like 22, 21. So, that whole Celtics team, like Kemba averaging like 21. Jaylen Brown's averaging like 20. Jason Tatum's averaging like 22. Gordon Hayward, he's averaging like 18, 17, something like that. So, the team looks scary. They have the components to get to the finals. The Bucks, they're great. You know what I'm saying? They're a current record right now. They're 50-8. They already clinched the playoff spot. But this has been going on with the Bucks probably like 3 years right now. They're a regular season team. When they get in the playoffs, they don't show up. They can't get over the hump, and it's gonna be a tough. It's gonna be a tough playoff series. It's gonna be a tough playoff in the East because they got to get through Philly. They see the Celtics, which they will. They have to play the Celtics, get through them. Miami. There's some tough teams. Those 4 teams in general. I mean, those 3 teams in general. Milwaukee have to get through. So it's gonna be a tough playoffs for the Milwaukee. I ain't gonna lie to you. It ain't gonna be no easy ride. Not at all. And that's all I have to say for that. Other news, we see some more buyouts happening. The Pistons bought out Markieff Morris. He signed to the Los Angeles Lakers, of course. Come on, man. We'll get the other. Y'all got one of the Twins, the Clippers, and we'll get the other one. So it doesn't even really matter at this point right now. He's the same thing. To me, he's bigger. Marcus 6'9", Markieff 6'10", Markieff 245. He can do the same thing Marcus do. Play defense, grab rebounds, shoot the 3, got a ball handle, and get to the cup. So, bro, we got the same thing that y'all got. So it don't even matter at this point. And I think we'll probably pick up another piece because the playoff ineligibility waiver deadline is I think it's this Sunday coming up. So I think it's the 1st, March 1st. So we'll see how things go. The Clippers also got, they are so stacked. They also got a buyout from Detroit Pistons, Reggie Jackson. Come on, man. They got a starting point guard. He can be a starting point guard on somebody's team, and they got him to come off the bench. So you already know what they're trying to build, what they got going on. So I really can see us either trying to pick up another shooter or get another scorer. I wouldn't be mad if we tried to get, like I said, on my last video, they met with Dion Waiters. They met with him last week, so we're trying to see what's up with that. Not hearing too much about the whole J.R. Smith workout situation. And in order for us to get the Markieff Morris, the Lakers, they had to release DeMarcus Cousins. To make a roster spot. So, but Frank Vogel did say that, DeMarcus Cousins will still be around the team, but he won't be, traveling with them or on the Lakers bench. But he is still going through his rehab with the Lakers, and they'll continue to support him in any way necessary. I'm gonna tell you right now, when DeMarcus Cousins get healthy and he can show that he can be that dominant player he was, watch out for the NBA. That's all I'm gonna say. There's some other buyouts, and I seen an interesting post. It was last night. Yeah, it was last night. Tell me why the Clippers, bro, they so petty. So you know the Lakers waived DeMarcus Cousins. Tell me why the Clippers are interested in trying to sign DeMarcus Cousins. Whew. These Clippers, boy, they trying to do anything possible to get this ring, man. So we'll see how that works out, man. Like I said, everybody has until Sunday, March 1st, to get buyouts and to sign with a playoff team. So we'll see how that works. There's a couple of people that I know that's trying to. You got Kent Bazemore with the Kings. He's looking probably try to get bought out. Wayne Ellington with the New York Knicks. You got Maurice Harkless, but I seen he was trying to get bought out too. But I seen on post that the Knicks they ain't buying him out, so he might be stuck there, which sucks. So that's crazy. Tristan Thompson, that's a very interesting one, because you know Andre Drummond did get traded to the Cavs. Like I said, there's too many big men over there. Like you got K Love, you got Andre Drummond, you got Tristan. You know Tristan, he's a starting center or starting four somewhere. There's too many bigs over there. So you might get bought out, man. You never know. You could fit with, you know, the Celtics, the Clippers, or Dallas. You know, we'll see. And then you also got Evan Turner, Timberwolves. That man done got tossed around everywhere this season. You know, he barely even played, so we'll see how that works out. Those are just pretty much the top players that are, I think, that can get bought out into a playoff team. But yeah, you know, you got it's a tight race. It's a tight race right now in the NBA, as far as I'm gonna say the Western Conference standings, because the Western Conference standings are real tight. I think everything is probably like from 8 to 9. Everything probably like. Let me see. You got Grizzlies still number 8. Then you got the Trailblazers. Then you got the Pelicans. Then you got the Suns. Then you got the Kings, and you have the Spurs. Like all them teams that I just named, they're like 3.5 or 4 games behind the 8th seed. So it's really like a toss-up. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna get in that 8th spot? You never know. Like I said, Trailblazers number 9. You got Pelicans 10. Spurs 11. Kings 12. And the Suns is 13. So if somebody, one of those teams, go on like a little spurt, have like a little winning streak, you know what I'm saying? It could really get interesting to see what the West is gonna turn out to be in the playoffs. You know, Lakers number 1. That ain't finna change. You know, we're gonna have home advantage. The whole West. The West gotta go through LA, you know, regardless of the situation. So it don't even matter. It don't even matter how they rock. So yeah, this is gonna be a very, very interesting, because you know February is over with, pretty much. You know, February is definitely over with. So you got like 2 months, if that. You got like a month and probably like a week a week in April. And after that, the playoffs start. So, what I think they got? They probably got like 20 games, 24, 25 games, something like that. It finna get real tight, finna get real nitty gritty. So, finna see how deep everybody dives. And, you know, the Trailblazers right now, they playing without Dame Lillard. He still hasn't came back after the injury he had before the All-Star break. So hopefully, you know, they get him back soon enough so he can be, so he can get them a playoff push and get them where they need to be. Also, the Rockets, they made moves. They got Jeff Green, got him. They're so like dedicated, and they also got DeMar Carroll from the Spurs. Like the Rockets right now, like they dedicated with the small ball, bro. Dedicated, bro. They don't have no center on that team. The tallest person on the team, I think, is like 6'7", 6'8". That's, I think, Robert Covington, or Jeff Green, one of them. That's the lineup, small ball, bro. Like, that's how they hoop it. It's crazy because the Houston Rockets played the Jazz, I think it was like 2-3 nights ago. Like, they got the small ball lineup. Like, they had Rudy Gobert guarding Westbrook one-on-one. Like, Westbrook was cooking him, bro. Like, cooking. He had 34, I think Harden had like 38 or something. Cooking. Westbrook was getting whatever he wanted. Like, he couldn't be stopped. Giving him the midi, then he was daring him to shoot a three. He was making a three. He can drive. He can do anything. So that's going to be a very, very interesting matchup once the playoffs comes as well, because, you know, the Rockets are sitting at 4 and Jazz are sitting at 5, so that can very much be, you know, first playoff series. But, you know, Thunder, the way they're playing right now, hey, man, I want to give a big shout out to Chris Paul for being a leader, the way that he's hooping. Bro, nobody in the beginning of the season with that roster thought that Chris Paul can come in and make them a playoff team. Nobody. I don't care what anybody said. If anybody said anything different, they're lying. They're lying. I know they're lying. You looked at Chris Paul and you looked at that roster and you was just like, oh my gosh, yeah, y'all definitely ain't making the playoffs. For sure. Bro, they're 36-22. Half game behind the Jazz to be a number 5 seed. What are we talking about here? Like, Chris Paul, everything goes, man, shout out to you, man. Like I said, but still don't think you deserve to be an all-star. But what you're doing right now is you're leading a great group of people with the 3-point guards you have over there, with you, Shea, and Dennis Schroeder. Like, come on, man. Like, they got Steven Adams, Gallinari, Terrence Ferguson. Like, do you hear these names? Like, it's just Chris Paul as far as everybody think it's like the star on that team. And he's leading them into the playoffs. Boy, somebody better cut the check. Do you hear me? Cut the check. Boy, as soon as I seen that roster, I said, no way. No, y'all definitely not getting it. Trash. That lineup with trash. I'm like, Chris Paul ain't finna do that. What Chris Paul is doing right now, I call him Crip. I call him Crip. But what Chris Paul is doing right now, it's like he's turning back the heads of time. It's like he's playing like he was like when he was in New Orleans, like when he was by himself. Going crazy. And then he's not even doing it as far as like points and, you know, the assists. Like, it's just the key moments. Like, he know when to take over the game. Like, you know, he's the leading scorer as far as clutch points with, you know, in the fourth quarter right now. Like, he going crazy, man. Like, taking over a game, that's him. This is his season as far as doing that this year, you know. So, shout out to Chris Paul for doing it. Man, he blew my expectation, man. And I know that was fueling you this whole season of everybody down saying, hey, what do you think of the rebuilding year and all that? I know that was fueling you. So, shout out to you, man, for going crazy, going nuts, for making this playoffs, man. Like, that's insane, bro. That's insane, bro. Way to get this group of guys together and really, like, go crazy, go nuts. So, those are my views of the basketball points, the aspects. I want to jump into another topic. I'm not even going to stay on this topic that much because, I didn't watch it. I just heard, when I was on Twitter, you see so much on Twitter. You see the memes, you see everything. So I really want to get into, not really want to get into, but I really want to slightly touch and dab on, the Wilder and Fury fight. This is the second fight. They fought once. They declared that, I don't know if it was a tie or Wilder one, I don't know. I really don't pay attention to boxing like that. Haven't paid attention to it since, really Floyd like left out. So I really don't, really get into it like that. But I know the night of the fight, I was up playing the game, of course, 2K, of course. I was on Twitter looking at the memes, and it was just one particular meme. Just one particular meme I seen. And it's crazy. It's this picture right here. You just see how he's just so distressed and distraught. It's like he's under him. He's under Fury. Wilder is. And the caption says everything in the picture. Bro, go get the strap. That joint had me like, I'm like, bro, did he really lose? So, I'm continuing to scroll. And I'm just seeing everything. And, Fury like licking his blood, punched the man in the ear. They say his ear was bleeding. They said after that, I think it was the third round, hit him in the ear and knocked him down. They said like it was pretty much like distraught from there. Like he had him dazed or whatever the case may be. Like they said Wilder wasn't acting himself. So they said Fury pretty much got to him. Wilder's corner, they threw in the towel. I think it was 7th round. They threw in the towel. Like Fury was just going crazy on him. Just going in on him. So everyone was shocked. Like I said, I don't pay attention to boxing like that. But, I kind of predicted Wilder to win. Look how big Wilder is. But I seen they showed the things, not the things, but they showed the comparisons. So, how big each person is. And I didn't know that, Fury, I knew Wilder was big. Like, I knew he was tall. Like, Wilder 6'7", like 230. But Fury, like 6'9", bro. 6'9", like 245, 250, something like that. I think Wilder got like 4 inches less reach than Fury does. Like, and Fury's not even like solid, like big like that. Fury, like, you can see his gut, like everything, bro. But he's a boxer, bro. 30-0-1. Like, and he got the belt. That's him. He won it. He already announced that he wants to fight Wilder again. He want to do a trilogy. If Wilder doesn't accept, then he said he's on to the next opponent, which is Anthony Joshua. If you don't know who he is, look him up. From London, England. So heavyweight. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about that. Like I said, we'll see how that goes in the future. Okay, now today is the 26th. Tomorrow starts the NFL Combine. Starts on NFL Network. They always got the go-getters up front. So at 7 tomorrow on NFL Network, on the 27th, yeah, it starts the NFL Combine. So it's going to be the quarterbacks, the wide receivers, the running backs. They're going to be doing drills. They're going to be doing measurements. Of course, they're going to be doing the 40-yard dash, verticals, things of that nature. So we definitely get to look and see who are the next up-and-comers, the next gems, and the next hidden gems as well. So we'll get to see that. This mock draft that they have out right now, the 2020 mock draft, it looks pretty accurate. I'm not gonna disagree with the selections that they have up here. Of course, you know, they have the number one pick, who everybody should know right now. It's going to be Joe Burrow, quarterback out of LSU. Had a magnificent year, but you know, people don't even know the story as far as like transfer, coming there to LSU, just working real hard to get the start. Heisman Trophy winner, national championship winner. It's the MVP of the national championship game. Like, went crazy. I ain't gonna lie to you. But that receiving core he had at LSU, ooh-wee, boy. When I tell you, that boy had some weapons. Do you hear me? He had some weapons. Then he had Randy Moss' son. He was a tight end there at LSU. He declared for the draft too. But he had about Joe Burrow got like 3 wide receivers on the team. They're going probably the top 3 rounds they going in. I can see the tight end Randy Moss. I can see him going like 2nd, 3rd round, something like that. Yeah, he definitely has some weapons. So we'll see if Cincinnati selects him. They should, you know, especially with the notion of them saying that they want to get rid of Andy Dalton, help him find a new home, because I guess they don't feel as though that works. To me, it's kind of like a bittersweet moment that they're getting rid of Andy Dalton, because on one hand, it is his fault, but then on the other hand, it's not his fault, because, you know, like I said, on one hand, it is his fault, because, you know, when they were good and they had a great defense, because don't get me wrong, like Cincinnati had a great defense at one point. You know, they used to get to playoffs by their defense, but you know, when it was time for them to score points and be productive, like Andy Dalton could never get them over the hump. And then, like I said, in retrospect, it's not his fault, because now these last couple of years, like, you know, AJ Green hasn't played, so he hasn't had somebody to throw the ball to. He hasn't had a good offensive line. And the defense hasn't been all that great. You know, they have a great running back in Joe Mixon. But like I said, I just don't think it was his fault. So it's like it goes hand in hand. It's half and half. So, you know, one half of his career that he's been there, it's kind of been his fault, but then like the other half, like it wasn't his fault. I don't think, you know, the Bengals did enough to help him succeed. In the beginning of the year, in the beginning of his career there, they did, but now it's like they didn't care. Like they kind of fell off with it. So we'll see how that goes. The Redskins. Redskins. So all my Virginia people out there, you know, shout out Virginia. That's where I'm from. Hampton, of course. I don't know. Was never a Redskins fan. I don't know why. Probably because they suck. And they're poop and they're trash. Y'all don't be mad at me for saying that. I just like keeping it real. The owner is bad. That's what's making the team bad right now. So I'll say about that. The pick that they're going to select, outstanding player. Outstanding player. Outstanding player. He should definitely make an impact like Nick Bosa did when he get to the league. And his name is Chase Young. Definitely should make the same type of impact that Nick Bosa did. Definitely see him being an All-Pro, Pro Bowl. Crazy explosiveness off the edge. Led the league and led the FBS with 16 and a half sacks last year. And he missed like 2 of the 3 games. So just imagine, he could have had like 20 plus. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. The Dolphins, they got them selecting Tula. I don't know how to say his last name, so I ain't gonna pronounce it. So Tula, quarterback from Alabama. I don't know if he is that type of person to lead a team. Alabama just has so much. Like, Alabama got 2 top 10 wide receivers in the league that's going to the league right now. So then he got hurt. I think he broke his hip this year. So it's like, Miami, do y'all really want to take the high risk on the 3rd overall pick with him? But, you know, they'll probably do it anyways because they don't have no quarterback right now. Ryan Tannehill is on the Tennessee Titans. And the Dolphins right now have Ryan Fitzpatrick. So definitely probably gonna have to pull that trigger. But I just didn't. I don't see that. But you know, they'll probably make it happen. They got the Giants selecting Clemson, a Clemson Tiger, the best linebacker in the draft, number 4, Isaiah Simmons. Stop playing. Yeah, man, it seems like, you know, the Clemson Tigers, we breed. That's my college team, if anybody didn't know. Football college team, if anybody didn't know. We just breed these animals. Like, these names I could just point out for you. You know, DeAndre Hopkins, Clemson Tiger. Taj Boyd came from Phoebus. Shout out Taj Boyd and Phoebus, Clemson Tiger. The quarterback from the Houston Texans, Clemson Tiger, Deshaun Watson. So I just feel like we just breed these awesome players, you know? So we'll continue to breed that. Lions, we don't care about those picks. We don't. The Chargers, let's get into this because this is an interesting pick. At number 6, the Chargers, they are trying, this is the mock draft, so they do have Justin Herbert from the quarterback from Oregon being selected by the Chargers. Mind you, the Chargers did say that they are going away from Phillip Rivers. He is going to be a free agent. And they're moving on from that. Phillip Rivers had a decent career there. And with the Chargers, 16, 17 years, something like that. Never could get over the hump, though. And the reason why I say he can never get over the hump, because you always ran into that one guy. You always had to run into that one guy, you know. And that one guy was Tom Brady. Seeing him in the AFC Championship, and he lost to him. It's devastating that you always have to run into this guy, but you always have to run into that guy when you're in the AFC. It's tough, I know. Because both of you were like in the same age group. But we'll see about that. Justin Herbert. I really haven't seen him play any games like that. I heard great things about him. I say he's a great quarterback. He can move his feet. He has a great arm. So we'll see about that. We'll see how that works on him. The Jets, we don't care about that pick. Cardinals, nope. Jacksonville, nope. The Browns. The Browns are picking an offensive lineman. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but he's from Louisville. Hopefully that'll work for them because they do need some protection for Baker Mayfield. I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. This is going into his third year. I need to see some type of change because this second year you had 2 of the top 20 wide receivers in the league and 1 of the top 5 or top 10 wide receivers in the league, and he just looked like pure poop because I don't think he was feeding him the ball. And as far as Jarvis Landry too, Jarvis Landry came from Miami where he was averaging like over 100 plus catches in like 4 or 5 years. And you get OBJ, so then you get both of them. Both of them came from LSU. They should definitely work well together. They didn't get the ball like that, so hopefully this offensive lineman will give Baker more protection, more time in order to what he needs to do and accomplish in the backfield. So we'll see about that. The Panthers don't care who they get. The Las Vegas Raiders. Yes, the Oakland Raiders did change the name officially this year to the Las Vegas Raiders. The Colts don't care. Tampa Bay Bucks, I don't care. The Broncos don't care. Let's talk about the Atlanta Falcons. They are projected to take a edge rusher from LSU. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but they need that because they definitely are letting go of I forgot his name. What's his name? Y'all know his name. Vic Beasley. Yes. Of course, a Clemson Tiger. They're letting him go. I don't know why. But I feel as though they need somebody else to, I guess, fill the void, make some plays. I don't know. But we'll see how that goes with this player from LSU. The Dallas Cowboys, they're in my division. They're supposed to select a cornerback from Florida. I don't even care about that right now. The Dallas Cowboys' main concern right now is that Dak Prescott is not signed. Dak Prescott is a free agent right now. He finished out his rookie deal. He's looking to get some crazy money, but they're not trying to give it to him. I don't know how that situation is going to turn out. There's a lot of free agent quarterbacks out here, and I just don't know how it's going to turn out. But definitely for the Dallas Cowboys, Dak is looking for some buku money, as his other peers have got in his draft class, which is Carson Wentz. I think he got $107 million. Jared Goff, $110 million. So he's looking for, something in that range. I think he was trying to be the highest paid quarterback. He only had one good year, which was this year. That just passed his contract year. He almost threw for like 5,000 yards, 30 touchdowns, like 9 picks, something like that. Exceptional year. But we'll see what they do. Now Jerry Jones works. The Dolphins got another pick. Don't care. The Raiders not interested. The Jaguars don't care. Let's talk about this. The Philadelphia Eagles are trying to select a wide receiver from Colorado. Yo, that's like the best news that I've heard in a long time because you seen our situation. You seen what we was going. You seen what we was going through this past year. You seen that Alshon Jeffrey's injury prone and poop. I'm glad don't bring him back. You seen what Deshaun Jackson would have brought if he would have been healthy. You seen them first 2 games, like went crazy. Then he had to have surgery. Didn't see him for the rest of the year. So we need some wide receivers because the wide receivers he was thrown to last year, no names. Like, and then you had Nelson Aguilar like dropping all these passes. Like, oh my gosh, bro. Yeah, we just need some playmakers to make plays. Playmakers to make plays, man. That's all we need. We need it, man. We need it, man. This is gonna be a lovely pick, and I hope we stay solid with this pick. Stay solid. But if he's not there, this wide receiver is not there from Colorado, we need to select another wide receiver. That's all I'm saying. Stay solid with the wide receivers. We need them. Okay, we definitely need them. The Bills, no, don't care about those. The Patriots, I don't care. The Saints, don't really care. The Vikings, nope. Dolphins, once again, dang, the Dolphins got like 3-4 picks in the first round. No, I don't care about them. Seahawks, nope. The Ravens, nope. The Titans, nope. Green Bay Packers, nope. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. This is an interesting pick. Very interesting pick. Very interesting pick. So the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Jameis Winston right now is a free agent. I don't know if y'all heard the news or anything that was going on with him, but he had to have LASIK eye surgery because he couldn't see down the field. He had this past year that just went by, he had 30 touchdowns. He had 30 interceptions. Never happened before. So, the coach would say, at practice, he would wear like these goggles during practice, over his helmet to see. Like he couldn't see downfield, but he could see in front of him. So he had to have LASIK eye surgery, so he can see downfield, man. Now, if somebody picks him up and he's on a starting football team and he makes a start, by all means, and he improves, that's cool beans. But Tampa Bay Buccaneers right now, they are, from what the mock draft is saying, they are going to select Jordan Love from Utah State quarterback. So we'll just see. And then you have the Kansas City Chiefs. Picking a cornerback right now from TCU. I just want to put this out there that I said it's gonna be on video. My homeboy said the first running back that's gonna get selected. Now you see, I ain't see no running backs. I ain't see no running backs in the mock draft. None. So my homeboy said the first running back that's gonna get selected is DeAndre Swift from Georgia. I said the first running back that's gonna get selected is Jonathan Taylor from Wisconsin. Is it Wisconsin or Stanford? I don't know. So we'll see about that. We got a nice little side wager on that. So hopefully that pans out on my side. So the news I have for y'all today. Thank you for the comments. I am seeing the comments coming in. Thank you for the support. I'm seeing the downloads on the Podbean. Make sure that you download Podbean to listen right now. The link is in description below. Make sure you put in comments if any ideas you would like me to talk about. And yeah, I just want to, say thank you again for the support that you're showing me. Man, we can all help each other grow, man. All it is a click of a button. Subscribe, that's it, and watching. And watch, and your views or comment or share. Easy stuff that we do every day. But yeah, that's all I have. This is episode 5, Ray on Replay. I'm out.